Hey you. Yeah, you. Do you want to shoot musical notes like a machine gun?
Yeah!
Well then you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Plains of Fire. Make sure to like and subscribe. Step 1. Play an instrument in real life. This is optional. Alright, now that I've got your full attention, let me show you how I utilize the Bard with my support DPS spec. So first things first, let's go over the talent tree. You are going to need 3 specific melodies, which are pensive, cathartic, and menacing, also played in that order, which I will get to in just a second. Next up, you're going to skill Discordance, which is also going to be in your main rotation, Anthem of Alacrity, Hymn of the Mind, and Lovely Serenade along with its bonus point. But you're also going to need filler points to reach the next skill tier. And Get Off Stage is a very, very funny ability, but tanks are gonna most likely hate you for it, trust me. Alright, anyway, Shielding Dance along with its bonus point will definitely come in handy if you either do not have enough stacks of resonance to cast your Fortissimo, or if your group needs to survive. Coming to the next skill tier, you will have your two most crucial skill points, because these two will ensure that your musical machine gun will go counterpoint, which lets you time up your melody to up to 24 seconds instead of just 4 seconds, plus being able to hold multiple melody buffs up at once, and Song Mastery Dissonance, which after each cast of either one of your 3 main spells in its countering melody, you and up to 2 of your teammates get a buff called Discordant Note, which basically casts Discordance upon auto-attacking. The next skill tier is all dependent on what you and your team need, since Saga is your 2-minute cooldown that you can use in between any rotation or, if necessary, momentarily. Me personally, I prefer speed over hit over crit, but it all depends on your gear though. And since I don't really have any good gear yet, and ain't even current max level, I won't showcase my idea of how to PvP yet, meaning any skill points that I haven't showcased or talked about are optional. So now let's get into why you're all here, the rotation. You should have your mask buff up stacked pre-fight cast Pensive Melody, and then the rotation should look something like this. Anthem of Alacrity, followed by an auto attack to release the triple burst notes, Discordance. This is crucial to make it fluid, so you have to hit it at the right time, so practice that. Into Cathartic Melody, into Hymn of the Mind, auto attacking, into Menacing Melody, Lovely Serenade, into auto attacking. This will run up your basic rotation, leaving a somewhat fluid and repeatable cooldown cycle. Ideally, you want to keep Discordance on permanent cooldown, because keep in mind that Discordance will be coming up the second time in between the Menacing and Lovely Serenade rotation. Max DPS will look something like Cathartic, Hymn of the Mind, Auto Attack, Discordance, along with Menacing Melody into Lovely Serenade. But if your team could use the heal or mana, do not adapt your rotation, just stick to it. After your basic cycle, you should have around 2 seconds of speed buff left, so to auto attack as much as possible. I'm using, for example, a short bow, since its attack speed and its cast speed stat are both quite insane. And also, to be fair, I haven't tested this rotation with any other weapon thus far. Whenever your Fortissimo is up, wait until you hit your Cathartic into Menacing rotation, and hit it as soon as you start casting Lovely Serenade. You also have the option to shield people with your Shielding Dance while you're waiting on your cooldowns. Again, this is more for resonance stacks or if needed. And after your second rotation, make sure to keep your 1-minute mask buff up, but you can use that 6 to 2 seconds prior to switching or starting your rotation again. To become really fluid with this rotation, you will have to practice how you cast, or when you cast rather, your support skills and your melodies, because it'll look very, very fluid sometimes, and if you don't do it correctly, it'll look very off. It can look very off. So this is very, very difficult. I've also tried to mix in Dark Lullaby and Chilling Lament, but the rotation felt very off. and the damage also looked off. However, I will obviously continue testing. But this is my idea so far. Just keep in mind that you are most certainly not going to be the top dog when it comes to DPS, but your value lies in the amount of buffs that you provide for your team during your rotations. Think of it as a classic Wind Fury Enhancer Shaman. Shout out to Unbreakable and Beavis at this point. For now, I'm going to avoid talking about gear because I'm not really sure what to truly focus on yet, because I haven't found the true limits of this build and where I want to go with this yet. If, for example, we'll take the physical short bow thing, or the magic power short bow. I'm not really entirely sure on that yet. But for now, I'm testing full intelligence over hit until a certain percentage of accuracy is achieved. So basically, that your white hits don't miss anymore. Over speed, and speed over magic power, physical power. That's it. Yeah. Let me know what you think about my build, the bard in general, maybe even your own skill path and rotation down in the comments below, because this archetype is actually a lot of fun to play in my opinion, while waiting for the build to be testable. Oh, and I'm drafting a list of crafters, armor and weapons on the EU server, Latheria, so if you're a crafter, you already know what to do. Write it down below. Shout out to Khou of the Guild Spectral, because he actually gave me a chance to be in his group that you're seeing in the video here, where we're doing Forge. And yeah, he's also the very first name on the list of crafters. So shout out to you, Khou. See you.